It's Caleb AM.
Wow, that was kind of fast.
Faster than you. Okay, it went really fast. Did you like my moonwalk back?
I did.
No, you didn't. That's okay.
I'm done.
I'm so used to seeing pops on your shelf that it's weird when I don't.
Yeah, these are technically, they're Funko.
They are Funko.
They're those like little mini
Like
ones.
the gold face Jim I have in there.
Yeah, essentially. I didn't buy them. I actually didn't buy anything up here. Joy bought all those things for me. Shout out Joy. So.
Worst sister ever. I'm just joking, Julia.
Sheesh.
I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
Well, let's just
Julia.
move past that. Tell me your name.
My name's Caleb Griffin.
My name's Caleb Ladd. Tell me your name.
And this is, tell me the name of the show.
This is Caleb AM. It's a little show where we like to talk about Jesus.
We drink caffeine.
We ask a question and answer it.
We talk about life.
We don't go to class anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of chill now.
Well, I go to work, but
Yeah.
that's besides the point.
What do you have to do at work?
We're moving everything. So you know how they're like not demolishing, but renovating Perry, and like Moe's and Subway are going to be part of Perry now. It's all going to be like one big building. Well, our office is in between Moe's and Subway,
Yeah.
so they have a temporary office set up in the study space in Fresh. So we're taking everything from the office and moving it to Fresh,
Mm.
and then, which I won't be there by the time the new office is ready. So I don't have to move it from Fresh to the new office, but kids are going to go into Fresh to study next semester in that little study room, and they won't be able to. It's going to be really
It's
fun.
like that whole room.
Yeah. They're moving, like everybody that's in that little area, which is the marketing team, HR, accounting, all the shipping and everything that comes through will not be going there anymore. Yeah, it's going to be just an office. But I think catering is moving over there. I don't know.
Dang.
But yeah, it's wild. So
That's
always
it's not the best place to be. I feel like people are just going to constantly be trying to go in
Yeah.
there.
Plus, we're not close to anything anymore. So, like when my boss says, "Go take the hours out to all the places in the Union," it's a walk now. I used to just be like right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's besides the point.
It's tough. Leads us straight into our Bible verse for the day.
Nice.
Chosen
Thou
First
shalt
John.
not go to Fresh.
Chosen First Perry 3:3. I hate Fresh. I hate Fresh. Please bring back Perry. Why are we destroying Perry? I just really like this. So I actually have first, because that's not an actual verse.
It's not an actual verse of the Bible. He was kidding, guys.
I was just joking. At 1 John 2:15 through 17.
Yeah.
It's like my motto for the summer.
Love that.
Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of one's possessions is not from the Father, but is from the world. And the world with its lust is passing away, but the one who does the will of God remains forever. It's typical. I like this verse. These verses, kind of like, as I said, it's kind of my theme for the summer. I want to not be distracted all summer as I typically do, and get like, when I lose a routine of school, I typically get way out of like, reading every day, and I get distracted by the things of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to do that this summer.
Yeah.
So I was yesterday, but that's because I stayed up till 5 a.m. playing Minecraft, and I shouldn't have done that. Sunday night, or Monday night. Yeah, Monday night.
Yeah.
Not last night. I went to sleep at like 10:30 last night, and I felt good about myself.
I've managed to keep a pretty close to school. No, I'm not waking up as early as I did during the school year, but I'm still waking up like 7:30, 8 o'clock ish.
That's
And
nice.
I'm still getting a thing. I'm still doing my routine-y stuff
I haven't done
that
that
I was doing in school, so I'm proud of myself.
yet. I've had last week for whatever reason was just like the busiest week of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but like there was finals, Andy's graduation, the long drive to Atlanta, work, all this other stuff, and I played pickleball for like 5 hours every day besides Thursday, so I didn't give myself any time to reset, and now I'm tired. I haven't caught up. That's
Sorry.
scary.
I didn't share you.
So, I need to drink caffeine. I have a Bang, swirly pop. Like no crispiness to that pop.
There was no crisp. It was just.
It's just
I have a homemade iced coffee with French vanilla creamer.
oh. Give me 7 minutes for
And
it
I
to get
put
to
in
my-
too much
my burger.
creamer,
Oh,
so it's just really sweet.
that's okay.
Bro, I've been drinking so much coffee. I'm like, it's crazy. My colon has never felt cleaner.
Good for you. Did I tell you what I made on the drug fact sheet?
Mm-mm.
48. You're an idiot.
You got beat me by half
I
a
beat
point.
you by half a point. She said she really liked my design, which I thought was hilarious because, like, one, I didn't make it. It was like,
I can.
it was a Canva
Yeah.
design that I just chose at random. And I didn't think it was that good looking either, so.
She definitely didn't know the reference I made to Breaking Bad
Probably
because
not.
she just said nice work on mine with an exclamation. Wait, why do you take off 2.5 points then?
I think she was just taking off, she didn't want to give anybody a 100, so she just took off
I
the words.
guess because I don't get what I meant. I looked at the rubric and it said I missed. I forgot what it said I missed, but
Yeah, I was looking at the rubric and I don't remember what I missed, and it was dumb.
yeah, it was dumb.
So I don't know.
Did you get all your grades put in?
I guess I should by now. I haven't looked.
Yeah, I kept.
I had 2 that weren't in, and
Yeah.
one of them was. I think one of them was drug use and abuse, which I have an A in,
Yeah.
and then the other one was Japanese, which I have an 89.36 in. So I'm hoping in some way that
Maybe she just gave you.
there's an A.
I checked at 10 a.m. yesterday when grades were supposed to be posted, and in Albert Bisson fashion, Albert Bisson's grades were not posted. I went back and checked again at 11 and 12, and it wasn't, so I just waited until like 6, and I checked and it was there. But I swung all A's.
Nice.
Bro, my consumer behavior professor was all like, you gotta come to class if you want an A. I'm not gonna require attendance or make it part of your grade, but if you expect to get an A in this class, you probably need to be here. Bro, I missed 14 days. What you know? He don't know nothing.
Must be a class for idiots.
The only reason I skipped is because it essentially was a basic
Mama
level
mia.
psychology class.
I'm the mother freaking daddy.
He did it.
She
Ladies
did it. She made my B and A.
Let's
Oh
go.
my goodness.
Yes! Can we Millie walk real quick?
Yes!
I haven't done a celebratory Millie walk in so long.
That is such a dub. Literally at the
Let's go.
like the halfway point of this semester, I was scared of having 4 B's and 2 A's. And it wasn't until right before like like a couple weeks before finals week where I got to the point where I was like, okay, I can actually get some A's in these classes. And then I thought it was impossible in Japanese and biopsych. And those were my two last finals, so I wasn't very encouraged to take them and do well. But then I found out that it was possible to get an A in biopsych, so I studied and I made an A. I made a 104 on the exam. I think I had that grade back on Caleb AM last week because I took it on Tuesday morning, and she's the GOAT, so she actually graded it unlike my other professor that I took a Scantron exam like 2 weeks ago, and it took her a week and a half to grade it just for me to make like a 60. I have a B though, so that's my one B. Dang it, Dev Psych ruined everything.
Rah.
This would have been my first all A semester, but considering my goal halfway through the semester was, or not halfway, like 3/4 through the semester was 3 and 3. So 5 and 1 is like goated with the sauce.
That's goated with the sauce.
You know, I'm very happy about that.
I
I think my dad told me the other day, I think I said, like, we were at lunch this weekend, and I think I said something about how I had 4 B's and 2 A's, and he said, I don't know, I checked and you had 5 A's, and then I was like, no, I had a B in Japanese, like, but I guess he actually, I thought he was messing with
Your
me.
dad's not a liar, Caleb.
The way he said it felt like a joke,
Oh, okay.
and he's a joke.
But he was just right.
He was just right. He might have actually looked it up.
I don't know, Caleb. I looked and it said you had 12 A's.
A super genius like you got 3 A's in one class.
They thought you were so smart. They gave you an A plus 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 plus.
Let's go.
They had to make an exception for you. I don't know though. Like, imagine, not that I'm upset with people that do this, but like the people who do every extra credit assignment, study like until they literally cannot retain information every single day, and they get like a 105 in every class just for their GPA to be the same as someone who gets a 91 in all their classes. It was like,
That's why I'd rather make an 81 than an 89.
Yeah.
Like my GPA is going to be a 3.
Yeah.
Or that class is going to be a 3. My GPA will be a 3. Either way. So like, which is, I'm glad that it doesn't like, I don't know, like an 81 isn't like a 2.75, and then an 89 is not a 3.25 or something, because that would suck. Unless they did it, no, that would suck, because then it would be impossible to have like a 4.0, because all your A's would be like, I normally have low A's, so they would all be like not 4.0s. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So that would suck.
I
in every
get
way.
it.
Shut up about it. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
At Andy's graduation on Friday, which I had really forgot was happening until I agreed to drive on Thursday.
I didn't realize.
I would yeah,
Was it in Jackson?
no, it was
Oh,
here.
Okay.
It was like the normal graduation.
That's
but
what I thought. That's what I was.
it was.
And then I realized you meant you drove to Madison and then had to come back.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
do that.
Well, where'd you agree? I'm confused.
I drove to Atlanta.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
I
was
spent
like,
literally.
I thought what you were saying was like you drove to Madison this week because you were in Madison this weekend.
Yeah.
Right? So I thought you
I went to
drove to
Madison on
Madison and then
Saturday.
realized Andy's graduation was that.
Oh,
day, so I had to
nerds.
drive back. Yeah, that's what I thought you were
No.
saying.
If I had done that on his graduation was Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get back from Atlanta till 11 on Thursday. If I had somehow managed to do that, I would not have come back for his graduation.
I would have stayed.
I literally drove for about 12-ish, 12 and a half hours on Thursday.
Yeah.
Miserable. But yeah, at Andy's graduation on Friday, they had at like the start of it, they did like that crap they do at high school graduations where they're like students with all A's, and I was like, how the crap do you manage to get all A's in college? Like, I looked, Jacob also graduated, but he didn't, like, buy the robes or anything because
Did they let him walk?
no.
Oh, dang.
He forgot to. Apparently, you just have to show up, and if you're, like, Andy left his robe and gown, or, like, the cap for me, so that way I don't have to buy it, which I don't know if they'll let me walk without buying it, but we'll see, which is nice, because I don't even care about walking. I don't want to sit there, like, holy crap, I don't care at all. They hand you a fake diploma anyways.
Yeah, it's not your actual thing.
But so Jacob was he was there, but he was just sitting next to me. And like when they said that, I just looked at him and was like, these are just the people that take idiot classes all, like, their whole college tenure. Like, these are the art majors.
Yeah.
No offense, art majors. It's just like making a B in college is okay, and I know it's okay. Because even Daniel Stevens is okay with making a B every once in a while. And I remember freshman year, he was very upset when he made a B, and I was sitting there like, yeah, I have 2 B's and a C.
I had a D my freshman year. And I was proud of that D, too. So let me tell you something.
I've never been proud of a C. I've been proud of B's before. Like,
dude, that D I got was the most effort I had put into a class in my life. I'm not kidding. Screw calculus, dude. I worked my butt off to get that D. And I will sit here and say I'm proud of it. Because I passed the class.
good for you.
So,
Daniel was telling me
all the
yesterday
haters can hate.
about how he had all A's, and he was like, I think he also has gotten like a B every semester. Like, everybody has, most people have that one class, because most people have majors that are challenging. That's like that one class is like, okay, this is my B class. And like, I had one of those last semester, and I somehow got an A in that one, but then I fumbled the bag and got a B in my easy class. But so Daniel had a B class, and then he ended up getting an A in it. And then his, like, one of his easier classes, like, he said he had like a 99 all semester. He, for like a group project, forgot to turn in the group assessment thing when you like grade your group work, and it was apparently worth 10% of their final grade.
Damn.
And so he made an 89 in
Damn.
class. And he emailed the professor about it, and she was like, "No, I can't help you." It's like,
Damn.
and he told me that he was like, he was telling me about how he was like, yeah, I bet all the other people in my group turned theirs in, and they probably gave me glowing reviews because the reason I forgot to do it was because I did all the work on the group project. I was like, that is tough.
Damn.
Like, I was like, you need to report that professor. And it's like, she technically didn't do anything wrong. I was like, making 10% of your final grade being the group assessment is wrong. That is
Stupid.
I mean, in reality, it should only help you, because if you don't make a 100 on the group assessment, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
No offense, idiots that don't make a 100, but like, come on, it's not that hard. Just turn it in. That's all you have to do. So he just got unlucky, but that's like insane.
Yeah.
I would have said something, but he didn't seem as beat up about it as I thought he would be, considering he had a B.
I'd be really mad if that was me.
And then I told him what happened to JJ, and he thought that was even worse.
Did JJ get it fixed?
He got it fixed.
Okay. Because that
was
wild.
That was one of the most egregiously awful, stupid things. Like what?
That was wild. It's okay. Anyways, we do a poll every single week.
Yeah, I actually thought about that. I was like,
and we ask our following a question, and they will vote on our Instagram. So you can follow us. Description below. His Instagram, the one that has the 3 at the end of it, will be yes, but the last one's a 3.
I know. I was just saying it.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you realize I was making sure you realize I didn't mess up your gram.
Nobody would ever mess up my username,
except for me.
Except for me. Caleb_Labs.
There you go.
I haven't messed it up in like a year.
You haven't messed it up.
Back in the good old days.
But you messed it up like 3 times in a row.
It was more than that. Literally every single week.
We
used to name our Instagrams, and every week I would I would get it wrong.
He would.
It was quite embarrassing.
He argued that with me that his Instagram did not have an underscore every time.
Dude.
And I was like, dude, we had this discussion last week. There's an underscore.
I still don't, like, sometimes I don't fully believe that it has an underscore, but I remember the times that I argued it not having an underscore. So I'm like, okay, it has an underscore, because I felt stupid back then. So I just feel like I remember looking at my username and it just being straight KalebLad03. But it's probably something other than my Instagram. I didn't win one of the Mr. Beast Teslas yesterday.
I know. I'm sorry.
I thought it was going to be me. It was like 26 in 9 million chance. Like, I thought pretty good. I thought I had a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
I like to think that when Mr. Beast was choosing yesterday, he was going to click my name and then had a muscle spasm and like.
I like to think he saw that your username had an underscore in it and was like,
And then
ugh!
spit on his phone and then tried to click my name because he felt bad about it, and then it wouldn't work because there was spit on his phone. So he was like, I guess I got to move on.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, the poll was this week: writing notes or typing notes.
Just in time for class to be out.
I know.
We don't have to do this for a while.
Exactly.
We'll get to sit on this question for a few months.
Well,
Do you need to look at it?
No, I got it.
That's good.
You get a chance to answer and guess what you think the people said. Because you didn't vote on it.
Yeah, I did.
I did not see your name.
I voted pretty early. It was like an hour after you texted me. So I might not have voted. Because I looked away, I did this, and I clicked on it and then clicked off. So there's a chance that
Your name's not on there.
I'm going to go vote real quick. But it's going to be... Where's my phone?
It's gonna be after I answer.
So we'll see if that changes things.
It's like you did vote and you just see the thing.
No, I'm not going to click on it until after I answer. So, I prefer writing notes depending on the class. I have color-coded pens and stuff, and I memorize stuff better if I've like written it out. But I prefer going over stuff online, like Quizlet or something. But it kind of depends on the class too. Like, I would rather like make like handheld flashcards for like Japanese or something, because then I write it more.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't. It would take me forever to make a Quizlet for Japanese because I don't have a way to like type out the characters on my computer in an effective way. So, and then like the harder the class is, the less likely I am to do online notes because they're easier, which means I have to pay attention less, and then I pay attention less also because I'm on my computer and I could play poker or something like that. But I start out with paper notes, and then if I realize the class is easy, like drug use, I swap to online, which I still don't know why I took notes so long in drug use. I never studied them. I would just wait for you to make a Quizlet and then study your Quizlet. So, yeah, like, I should have stopped after the first exam like you did, but I literally went till exam 3, and I'm very upset with myself for that. So, yeah, I would do... Personally, I'd choose paper notes just because I actually do better with paper notes. Like, the only reason I made an A in biopsych was because of paper notes. But... So... But I feel like paper notes is like a lot more effort. It's a lot more effort. And it takes so much longer. And like it takes a strong-minded person to go with paper notes. Like it's an investment. Not really. I was joking. Sorry, I was joking. But Moe's Barbecue is shutting down. Hate that place.
Let's get a good restaurant in there.
At least I think it is. Oh yeah.
The Moe's on campus is shutting down too.
That's awesome. Goodbye, Moe's.
That's Starkville used to have 2 Moe's.
They're both gone.
Both gone.
Screw this place. So, but
underscore.
yeah, I found it. If I look up Caleb, yours is actually the first one, so I didn't have to do the underscore.
Yes.
But I'm gonna guess. Hey, I did look at the story.
Yeah.
But I might not have voted. I'm gonna guess that more people do paper notes. Just kind of wishful thinking. I feel like more people probably will say typing, but I think there's a chance.
I think more people are gonna say typing, but I want them to say writing.
What I'm saying is I won't be surprised if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I just think it'll be paper notes.
Okay. You did
Oh,
vote.
I did vote,
Nice. Good job.
and I was right. I forgot to say a percentage though.
It's okay.
So
It was 70-30 for the people at home.
that's not what I would have said. I would have said like 55, 45. So
I was shocked that I thought writing notes would win, but I didn't think it'd be by that large of a margin. So,
it's just so dumb. I hate Instagram. This is so dumb. There's been
anyways,
like 3 fight scenes since that. Like,
it's okay. I also thought writing notes would win, but I didn't think it'd be a large margin because so many people type their notes. I feel like a lot of people who voted on my thing who said write notes actually type their notes, but want to sound smart. I don't know. There's so many people that type their notes now.
I mean, there's a lot of people that type notes, but then they could be like me, where they type notes sometimes, but they just do it because of out of convenience, and they actually prefer to write notes.
it could be that
Do you like my new beanie?
Yeah, it's cute.
I'm taking it off now.
Does it say Alaska?
Yeah,
Does
my
it?
parents went to Alaska.
It's an orca.
It is. They also got me a pair of socks that kind of match this beanie, so
I'm sick.
in the winter I can go crazy.
You can rock it.
They also got me that pickleball sweatshirt that I brought in here for some reason.
I personally prefer typing notes overall as an experience, just because when I write notes and I go back to study them, my handwriting's awful,
Mine is too.
and when I have to keep up with a professor,
It's even
it
worse.
doesn't work. It's fine.
Sometimes I'm looking at a word, especially in like classes like biosite, where some of the words are like long and chemical structures, and I'm just like, what is nubo lily glutamate? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
typing or writing just doesn't work for me that well. Like, I wish Dr. Bisson would let me type my notes because it would make my life go a little bit easier. But I also use Quizlet as my study method, and
copy and paste.
I can copy and paste, which saves a lot of time. I can't do that with written notes, and then once again I have to go through my horrible handwriting and figure out what I was saying and put it into Quizlet. So
That's definitely my least favorite thing about handwriting is like the studying part, because like professors always say like you need to study in chunks and like review the material after we learn it, and then I'm like, okay, I'll start doing that. No, I won't. I made it 6 semesters without doing it. I'm not going to start now.
yeah,
Maybe I start now. I don't know, but
maybe that's even actually helps me.
yeah, I'll see if it actually helped me my last semester. But so like I end up it'll be like one of those classes where I take a lot of notes and then I won't study until the exam or close to the exam, and I'm going through my notes and it's just like 10 pages back to back filled with notes, and it's like I don't know how to study this. Do I just read it? There's got to be a better way. But I ended up just like reading my notes like a book. It's really boring. So I don't like doing that. Do you like my shirt?
I can't see. Read what it says.
It says King of Kings, Newsboys.
Oh, nice.
This is the second shirt I've got like this, where like it's like a different, it's like a kind of popped out color of the shirt. I like it. I got that Mississippi State one too. I really like that one. It has like a maroon logo on a maroon shirt. But I saw the Newsboys in concert. I didn't know it was happening until the night before. Actually, I went down to Madison on Saturday night. I played pickleball all day pretty much, and then drove to Madison, and I was talking to my mom. The only reason I went back was for Mother's Day because like I hadn't been in a while. My mom's birthday is next Monday too, which is the tough part because it's like I don't want to drive back, but I can't miss my mom's birthday.
You can't miss your
So
mom's
I'm gonna
birthday.
drive back. I just don't know when. But so yeah, I drove back Saturday night, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna leave tomorrow because got stuff to do in the Starkville area. But then my mom was like, oh, you're not gonna stay for the Newsboys concert? And I was like, what? A Newsboys concert?
Heck yeah, I'm staying for the Newsboys.
And I was like, I didn't know that there was a Newsboys concert. And she's like, yeah, they're leading worship at church tomorrow. I was like,
What?
why didn't y'all tell me this? I was very unprepared for the Newsboys concert because I probably would have gone through and like listened to all their stuff again. I forgot how many Newsboys songs I liked. The only one I remembered was "God's Not Dead," which was my favorite.
It's a hype song.
The song's fire.
Based off the movie.
No, the movie's based off the song. Yeah. But let me show you this video. Back
Is
up.
it of the drummer spinning around?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
How'd you see it?
This dude named Braden was there, and I know him, and it was on his Snapchat.
Oh. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen a drummer do that. It was very cool. But the concert was what the kids would call lit.
It was
Fi.
some would say.
Yeah. There was a few songs that they played that I hadn't heard before, which was cool, and they were good.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I got to go through and realize that I didn't have all the Newsboys songs that I liked on my playlist already, besides "Shine," which I forgot was a Newsboys song. Shine, I wonder what you got. Make you wish that they were not. I don't know what it is. On the outside looking in.
Shine.
On the outside anymore. But so yeah, I also got to meet the lead singer, and I talked to like all of them at some point, but I got to shake Michael's hand and then take a picture with him.
Did you ask him what was it like to be on the set of the hit movie God's Not Dead?
I did not, but that actually was what I wanted to talk about. Like I thought about asking about that.
Y'all are from that movie.
Hey y'all, I remember y'all formed the band because of that movie. Y'all haven't been a band since 1986, right?
It's just the movie.
It was the movie. But I didn't. My social battery was like kaput, gone, nada on Sunday, and I almost didn't go to the concert. I just wanted to rest and do nothing, which I didn't do Saturday because I drove up there Saturday night and I was busy all day. And so I ended up using Monday as my reset day, kind of. I woke up at like 9 and then watched TV until I got lunch with Andy and then left. So, good for me.
Good for you, bro.
Good for me. I win. So yeah, I almost didn't go to the concert, but then Sunday morning, when they led worship, it was good. I was like, yeah, I gotta go to the concert. I gotta go. And they only did one original song on Sunday morning. Like, that was theirs. They might have done two, I don't remember. But I thought that was cool, because, like, you know, typically bands would just be endorsing themselves like that. So, good for them.
Real ones endorse Christ.
For real, on my mama.
Real one.
So, they all seem pretty down to earth. So, which apparently some Christian bands or artists are just like awful to deal with if they come do stuff like that, which is just like
Crazy.
if anybody shouldn't have this problem, it should be you.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of embarrassing.
Oh man. Well, do you know who Charity Gale is?
The name's familiar.
She's a Christian artist. She did "I Speak Jesus." That's probably her
Oh,
most
yeah,
famous
yeah.
song. She just released a new live album, just released. It's been a little bit, like 3 weeks, I think. She released a live album called Rejoice, and it's insanely good.
Go listen to it.
It was bad.
They actually did I Speak Jesus, the Newsboys.
Did they? That's cool.
It was really good.
The reason I thought of that is because I want to see Charity Gale in concert really badly after listening to that. So I looked up concert dates, and she didn't have any, but there was a button where you could schedule her for your church, and there was like a list of things that were like, like it was like frequently asked questions like, do we provide sound? No. Charity travels with her own sound engineer who will bring all the equipment and like all this stuff, and it's like, is she available for Bible studies or stuff like that? Yes, she is available for Bible studies. Just let us know in advance. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Based.
But it was like,
You think she's gonna come to CCC?
no. But I was just, I just saw that. and
I'll
I'm
let
like,
them
oh.
know and get her to come to Fairview.
I was wondering how. I think she said she's planning a fall tour, so hopefully she comes to like Tupelo, maybe.
I'll go with you.
Because I really want to go listen to Rejoice live. And her husband's also a very good singer. Same thing. But I have a funny story.
Tell it.
My mom texted me.
wait. Judas says, hoodoo. Hoodoo indeed.
My mom texted me and said, hey, I know you're working tomorrow, but Jackie's senior awards day is at 9:30. I was like, who cares about awards day? She graduates on Sunday. What'd she get? Yes,
Dude,
superintendent's list. Jackie
awards
Clay
day?
Griffin.
Awards Day was awesome and sucked at the same time because it's like,
As a student,
it was like all
Also-
3 days.
I loved awards day as a student because my grandma would always take me out to eat after I walked on the stage and stuff. But going back, like,
And I would always
going
get
to
awards like sexiest student, hottest student, cutest student,
most likely
to be sexy. Like, so I got a bunch of awards that were like really amping
Right.
me up, but like it was kind of like dumb. It was just like,
awards day was fun as a student. Going back and watching awards days, like I went and watched Jackie's last year. I hated it.
it's so boring.
Like,
It's
I don't
literally
know.
just like
I don't know any of these kids.
principals last.
Yeah, and then they just named
John, but
half of the student body. So no, Jackie, I'm sorry, I'm not going to your awards day. I'll be at your graduation. That should be enough. But like, you want me to drive back to Caledonia?
graduations also suck. I couldn't imagine sitting through a graduation, dude.
I have to sit through 2 of them back to back on Sunday. On Sunday.
It's awful.
What is wrong with Lowndes County?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man, they're boring.
Yeah. I don't want to. I really hope my mommy doesn't make me walk. Or doesn't ask me to walk. If she asks me to walk, I'm gonna walk because she's my mom. But
yeah.
I
told my parents
really
that I
do.
don't want to walk.
I've told them I don't want to walk either. Your parents, not mine. But we'll see what they end up saying. Cause
When Andy walked on Friday, did you tell your funny story?
yeah, it was
Okay,
it was a
it was
day.
okay. That's what I thought. I was just making.
It was just my mom had the audacity to say, "I know you have work, but Jackie's awards day is at 9:30."
Please. Oh, wake up! Oh, I snoozed my alarm.
I'm like,
on accident. My dad bought, and it was kind of funny. My mom pointed out these shirts that had like every graduate's name on the back, and then
I had one of those too.
I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. How much are they?" And she was like, $36 or $34,
Nope.
and I was like,
nope.
and like my dad was walking back. I was like, "Wow, that's a scam." And then my mom held up the shirt that my dad had like just bought for Andy, and I was like, "No, I'm gonna hold to it. That's a scam. $34 for that?" And like
How much was the shirt he got for Andy?
$34. He got the shirt. Like he got the
name?
the name shirt.
Oh.
Which like it was cool. Like it had every graduate's name, and I was
Yeah.
like looking on the back for my friends that had graduated from Spain, because all my friends that are older than me are from Spain. Not from Spain, but I went to Spain.
You went to Spain with them?
And I did, like, I found their names, which was kind of cool. So there's that, but like the front of it was just a white shirt with, like, it just said Mississippi State on the front. I was like, you couldn't find anything interesting to put on this? Like, it was the most dull shirt. And then on top of that, it was white. Like, who
does that?
like, the freaking orientation shirts, who wears that shirt?
I see one guy who wears it like every day.
Good for him. That shirt's hideous.
I lost mine.
But that's a shirt that I'd wear painting.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
White shirts like that just aren't the move.
When you gotta do yard work or something.
Yeah. So, I told them not to buy me one, but then I will admit it was kind of fun looking through the names. So I kind of hope I get one now. It was kind of fun. There was a lot of names.
What is Andy's plan now that he's
They're
graduated?
moving to Virginia.
No way.
Yeah.
Did he get a job? Or did she get a job?
She's going back to school. She's getting her master's degree. And Andy's looking for a job in Virginia currently.
That's sad.
So, yeah, it's pretty sad.
I'm transferring to Virginia.
I didn't really think about that until I went home this weekend. That
I don't know who that is.
keep it going.
Maybe you know who that is. It sounds like something Daniel would say.
I don't know.
But yeah. That's crazy though.
Yeah,
Virginia's like stupid far.
it's far away. I'm like, well, dang, I'm just not gonna see my brother anymore.
What if he meets Aaliyah?
That'd be crazy.
They're like neighbors.
Yo, Caleb, my neighbor's your roommate's girlfriend. That's crazy.
He'll like we would never know if that actually happened because Andy
Because they would have never meet.
let's say they ended up being neighbors somehow, right? And he walked over there and introduced himself. Aaliyah would not say a word,
No,
so he would not be able to realize that.
they'd have no clue.
Yeah.
It would be funny if we told him though, and he tried to introduce himself, like, "Hey, I'm your roommate's brother. I'm your roommate's.
boyfriend's roommate's
I'm your
brother.
boyfriend's roommate.
Yeah.
not
I'm
your
your roommate's brother.
I'm your boyfriend's roommate's brother.
That would be cool.
It's good to meet you."
And she would say, "Oh,
That's all she would do.
that's all she would do."
We messed with her about that on the way to Atlanta because
Good.
one of my favorite experiences was when we both like walked up to her, said, "Hey, yeah, how you doing?" and she just looked away, like.
My
It
favorite.
was like we were like I was laughing about it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, y'all always catch me on a bad day." I'm like,
Every day.
every day. Like it's like even on bad days, it shouldn't take that much
I
effort
was
when
at
somebody you know walks up to you and says, "Hey," to just be like, "Hey," like
Just take up a hand. That's all
you can walk away afterwards, but like no words, just look away, and it's like wow. And then you stayed to ask about the concert. Oh man, that was hilarious.
I was working the dining services table once, and she walked by, and I was in the middle of like this type of weird yawn type of thing, and so I hit the double wave because both my hands
I
were
heard
up,
about that.
and she literally does this, like stares me down and walks away, but does not acknowledge me in the slightest. I was like, okay, frick you.
It's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, good for her for like blocking out all of society.
She could
Like-
block out the haters real well.
Yeah, but like,
It's also funny that one time
Don't do that.
when she was sitting like 2 seats down from us and she got to get something, and then we were like, "Oh my gosh, let's say hey Aaliyah" when she walks back by, and she just went and like it's so.
was she talkative on the way to Atlanta at all?
She talked some.
That's good.
She was more talkative on like the first half and the latter half than the middle.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Would they drive like that?
Like we started out talking, and then not like me and her, just like the car. Like we were all talking, and then eventually like people kind of quieted down, And I kept trying to start conversation, but it was just like
What happened?
Colton put a Raycon in at some point, and Aaliyah was on her phone, and JJ, I don't know, he was just sitting there, I guess. I don't remember. But
I can see JJ just chilling.
I made a joke, some semi joke about how, like, it was like soon after we left. I was talking about the longest drive that I had like done, and it was when I went to Auburn, and I thought it was like a 2.5 hour drive, and it ended up being like 4 hours, close to what Atlanta was. And I was like, yeah, the closest I've ever been to falling asleep on the road was on the way back from Auburn, because I mean, I rode with JJ. I thought he'd stay up with me, and because we were coming back late,
Right.
I was like, I thought he'd stay up and talk to me.
Nope.
No, he put both headphones in and started watching a basketball game, and then fell asleep watching the basketball game. And I was just like,
I have a question. Does he snore in the car?
No.
Okay, so it's just in his room. Got it.
I guess it's because he's not laying
I
down.
guess so.
But yeah, so with like 15 minutes left to go in that, or 30-ish minutes left to go in that drive, I had to put on a podcast and was pretending I was talking in the podcast because it was bad. Like,
That's a great method.
it worked because
Yeah.
like they were talking about a movie and I was just like, yeah, I disagree. That movie sucked. But I said that story to ensure that they would stay awake with me.
Mhm.
And I don't think they would have stayed awake if the weather wasn't so bad. I don't know if they told you about that, but
Yeah, JJ did.
dude, it
He said it was
worst weather I've ever been in a car in. Like,
Yeah.
it was bad. I couldn't.
It did. It's like tornadoes.
I couldn't see out the
Columbus.
windshield. I was driving based off the flashing headlights or the flashing emergency lights of the cars in front of me, and I was going 15 and a 70. Like, it was horrid. I was not having a good time, and I just wanted to be home. And the reason we got stuck in the bad weather was because we went 2 hours out of the way to go to the card store, which, to be fair, was a part of the plan, but then we ended up being in Atlanta. I said we need to leave by 4 because I had plans that night with my family, and then we didn't leave until 6:15. I was not very happy. And then we got stuck in a violent storm.
Yeah.
I was not very happy.
Okay. Have I shown my new pop yet? The Triple H one. I don't remember if I did or didn't.
I don't remember.
I'll do it just in case because I want to.
Go ahead.
So essentially, I got this pop for free because I turned in 2 video games. I ended up paying like $1 or something for it at the end, but it's a Triple H SummerSlam Funko Pop. GameStop exclusive.
Nice.
Triple H was my favorite wrestler growing up. He's bald now, but he used to have gorgeous flowing hair. Just in there. So yeah, cool pop. Thanks, man. Do you know who Ryan Trahan is?
Yeah. I used to watch him. I don't care for him anymore.
I watched him for a while. I kind of now there's a video he posted. I'm like, I'm interested in that. I'll watch it, but I don't like.
I watched
watching
him
it.
back when he did like more reaction commentary stuff
Yeah.
compared to like the I Survived on a Penny. Like,
Mhm.
those videos have never interested me.
I like the penny videos,
So
but I got Lauren to watch. Me and Lauren watched one of him and his wife went to Disney World and stayed at all the resorts. And me and Lauren watched it together. And now she's like, "Oh my gosh, Ryan's so precious. Oh my gosh, they're so cute together." So now she watches Haley Pham YouTube and Ryan's YouTube.
I didn't know they were married.
They've been married for a while.
They were dating back when I watched them in like
Yeah.
10th grade. So
I think we were in 10th grade when he engaged.
when he engaged.
When he proposed. Because I remember that video coming out.
I only watched him in 10th grade. Like, it was like a couple months that I watched him and then I stopped. I remember the other day though, I like YouTube, they recommend me his videos sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I never watch them, so I don't know why they keep doing it. But there was one time were like it was clickbait that he was ending his channel, which I don't like when YouTubers do. But you know, whatever, do whatever you want. But I was like interested, but it ended up being like a trailer for a movie or something. I don't even know what it was, but I saw that he had that sounded dumb. I saw that he had like 16 million subscribers. I was like, when did that happen?
It happened in 2022 when he did. He delivered a penny to Mr. Beast, so he traveled. It was a 30 video series. A video came out every single day, and he started in
30
LA.
videos. You milked the mess out of that. That's crazy.
Well, it was like every video was one day of the challenge. So like he started in LA, and he had to across the country starting from a penny and couldn't like all travel, lodging, food, everything had to start from the penny. So it took. I think he could have done it faster than 30 days for sure, but and there was also the Great Reset. So like it was like a Feeding America fundraiser too. So if anyone donated X amount of money, he'd lose all of his money and reset to a penny again. But me and Lauren, I watched through that. That video series is what got me through the summer of 2022. That's when I worked at the grill and wanted to die every single day. So then a video came out every single day of that video. So I watched that as part of my morning routine. It got me through that month of June. But
I know he's kind of obsessed with Mr. Beast.
yeah, the Mr. Beast was. I don't know if Mr. Beast was a part of the fundraiser because that's like a Feeding America, something Mr. Beast has done a lot, or if that was just clickbait. But he traveled from LA to North Carolina off of a penny. It's pretty cool. And Lauren's watching that now, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you mean to tell me that people are buying water off of a random dude for $2?" I'm like, "Well, he's got a camera following him. I think that helps."
Yeah.
But now she's like, "I want to go buy waters and try to sell them." I'm like, "You're in Caledonia,
Not gonna work.
and it's not gonna happen."
I feel like
He was in Venice Beach, where there was a lot of tourists and people walking around on a hot day. I still don't think it'd work as well if he didn't have the camera, but I can see where he would sell a few, because
I mean, like a famous
It's a
person
beach.
could realistically do a penny thing relatively easily.
yeah,
Just walk around in public until you see until people like start recognizing you, and then start selling your clothes. Take your shirt off and sign it, and say, "Hey, I'll give you this for 100 smackaroos." And if they say, "No, thank you, 50 smackaroos," sure, boom, make $50.
he I don't like the video series as much as I did when it came out. I think it was just hype that he was doing it one video a day. But I've been watching some of it with Lauren, and so much of the series is just him on a bike door dashing. We're just like, it's kind of getting repetitive. But she's like obsessed with him and Haley now. Well, she likes Haley because she likes to read, and most of all the Haley's videos are about books.
Just videos of her reading.
Literally. So.
Oh.
But Lauren also likes books, so it's fine.
I don't like books. Maybe I should watch it. Yummy.
I do want to. He has a new candy out that I just discovered. And
Oh yeah,
I kind of want to try
I
it,
saw that too.
but I'm not gonna try it until it goes into retailers because I'm
I
not
think that's what it was.
the candy thing.
The thing I saw was a trailer for the candy.
Probably.
So, yeah. I might try them if they go into retail. I tried Mr. Beast for Feastables, not Mr. Beast bars.
I like the new formula. Hate me if you want.
I
I like the new formula better than the old one.
I think I like the old one better, but I harped on the bar a lot. I like every time I got one, I'd note or make mention of how much I liked the bar, like the whole like share thing. I liked that a lot. I thought it was a great idea, because then it made me feel bad if I ate the whole thing, and now I don't feel bad if I ate the whole thing. I like the thinness of the bar. So I haven't watched a Mr. Beast video in a while. It's probably why I haven't
His last one was
won the
not.
Tesla.
His last one was not good.
Protect the yacht one.
Yeah, it was stupid. I don't like the protect the thing videos. He did it twice with that one guy, and then he did it with the yacht. And the fact that yacht didn't die is ridiculous. I mean, he had actual water mines in the ocean, or the lake that the mine was in, and the dude put shipping crates on one side of the yacht, and all the mines blew up, and nothing happened because the mines were not close enough to the boat to where I was like, what was the point? Like,
Mines blew up. That was the point.
it was a bad video, but it's okay.
There's got to be stinkers every once in a while.
I liked the age 1 to 100 thing he did.
That was one of my favorite videos.
Yeah.
That one almost had me crying at the end. It was a very sweet ending.
Did you see the short he did after the fact?
Uh-huh.
So he brought back 47, and who was the really mean dude, and then the dude who walked out and kept him from getting the $250,000. I can't remember who was like 50 something, and he did the game, and then he offered both of them $250,000, and he said you can either choose to split or steal. If one of you steals, you get the money.
He did prisoners dilemma.
Yeah. And so they're sitting there, and 47, being the jerk that he is like, yeah, I become the most hated man on social media, and everyone's calling you a hero for stealing what was rightfully mine and all this stuff. And then the old dude was like, he looked at him like, I am willing to split with you. So 47 picked split, and the old guy picked steal. It was so funny. And then the 47 was like, yeah, some hero. And then he ended up saying like, and then the older dude saying like, no, this is life-changing money, I will split it with you. And I was like, well, that's cool, but the comments were so stupid, like, can he do that? I was like, yeah, he won the money.
That's what I would do. If I was in a situation like the thing that happens in Trivia Murder Party, where, like, obviously it wouldn't be a death game scenario,
Right.
but if, like,
That'd be a cool video.
if I was on that one game show where you can like split or steal money, I'd look at the person and say, I am going to put steal, but I will split the money with you. So your options at that point are say steal and then neither of us get money, or trust my word and put split and then trust that I'll give you the money. And I'd say that they probably have a rule on game shows that you can't do that, but like, because then I'm not lying. Like but like that's just up to you at that point. If you want to be like, what a jerk, he's putting steal, I'm gonna put steal. A tough luck.
Lose the money.
There's not a situation where the money's in your hands and I have to ask you for the money.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't do that. Now, if they came to me first and said, hey, I'm putting steal, I'd be like, okay, that's what I was gonna do. So, are you gonna be willing to split the money with me? And if they say no, I'm like, oh, screw you, I'm putting steal too. You aren't making money if I'm not making money. I gotta get that bread up. Get your money up, not your funny.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So,
It's what the kids say.
I hope I get put in a situation where I can make a bunch of money like that, because that would be nice. I also hope I get put in a situation today where I open Instagram and my name is on Mr. Beast's story and I have a free Tesla.
Imagine 20 years from now, you looking at yourself in a video, and you were the baby in one of Mr. Beast's videos. Like, there's gonna be one of our children will be the 1-year-old that was in a Mr. Beast video. We get to show him that when he's older.
Hey, that was you.
You almost want
You didn't get us any money.
You could have won us $100,000.
You're not going to college.
That is crazy. Like, what parent is putting their 1-year-old child in a cube? Like, it's just.
I mean, it's not like anything bad happened to the child.
I know. It's crazy.
It'd be hilarious if there was like a pregnant mom in one of them. We have a 0-year-old to a 100-year-old.
I locked 100 pregnant women in one giant cube.
Whoever gives birth first gets $100,000.
Oh man.
I'm only 3 months pregnant.
Tough.
You can have a real preemie. If you want $100K.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I miss the Mr. Beast hide and seek videos. He hasn't done one in so long.
Matt Pat wasn't in one of them.
Yeah,
That's why he stopped doing the hide and seek videos, because Matt Pat retired.
probably.
I feel like a fake fan because I haven't watched a single Theory video since he left. Which I don't even feel bad about it, but like, I tried watching one, I was like, that's not gonna work. It's just not gonna happen. I just can't do it. So, what are you gonna do for the summer?
Get my money up. What about you?
I'm gonna work as much as I can, but there probably won't be a lot of hours until orientation starts. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Colton got a job at Taste.
He did. That came out of nowhere.
No, I had no. Dude, literally, he texted me Saturday saying, or was it Friday? It was, what day did he text that he was working at Taste?
Monday.
Monday? Okay, so it was Saturday then, because it was 2 days before. He texted me Saturday and said, hey, your boss never emailed me back because I was trying to help him get an internship over there.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, well, she knows your email and she might have just missed it or just forgot to respond. I'll remind her when I go back to work. And then he texted Monday saying he's working at Taste.
It came out of
I was
nowhere.
like, oh.
Like he texted us, and I thought it was gonna be like, y'all want to play pickleball, and then it was because I had already my plan on Monday was like Daniel was coming up to play pickleball when I on my way
Yeah.
back from Madison. So I was like, I asked, do you have plans? Expecting him to be like, I want to play pickleball, and he was like, well, I'm starting work on Wednesday. I was like, what?
When did this happen?
I don't remember you applying the taste.
I don't either. Because I even recommended Taste. And I was like, dude, you make a lot of money at Taste. He's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to work there or not. It said, like, the lighting's so dim. Or he said something like that. And then he applied to Peppers.
He's gonna make a
And
lot
he
of
sent his
money.
resume in to my boss. And now he's working at Taste.
Yeah.
Huh.
I went to Peppers on Friday after Annie's graduation, and I was talking to one of the managers came up and was talking to us,
Mm-hmm.
and then my dad made some joke about, and then he said about me, and then he's like, he used to work here, and then the man, he like his name was Tyler. He just looked at me, and I was like, no, I worked at the Columbus Peppers, and then he started hating on the Columbus Peppers. I was like, oh, no. I love Columbus
Screw
Peppers.
Columbus, man.
And then he was like, yeah, Columbus Peppers is great. I just, got that rivalry going
Starfield,
with them."
baby. Let's go.
And I was like, hey, that's fair.
Why
And
can't-
then I told him that I almost worked here because, like, I did. I almost transferred up here instead of transferring the Bulldog Burger. And then my dad was like, yeah, he almost came up here, but then I think it was some guy named Tyler just refused to let him work here. And then
That's funny.
and then Tyler was like, there's probably somebody else named Tyler, and I'll go talk to him. I'll get him fired. I was like, hey, if you want me working here that bad, just let me know. I'll stop by. But
There's some guy named Tyler.
I probably should work at Peppers over the summer, but there's something about the thought of having to schedule my summer that does not sit well with me. I just don't. But I also want the money. So,
Yeah. Money is a good thing to have.
which is why I just need to start, like, begging for hours at work.
I thought you were best. I didn't think hours for work were coming. That's why I need to start begging. I was like, oh, okay.
Please!
I didn't realize this is where we were going.
I'm going on the side of the street. I need this.
Guys, I gotta go to Comic-Con. Please give me money.
Guys, please. Yeah, now I can't ask for that to be my birthday present anymore because my parents already got me something. So I have to pay for Comic-Con with my own money?
No!
No! No!
Stop it! No!
No, please, no!
No! I
Yeah.
got into an argument with Lauren's brother because of they're making the Office spin-off show. And I
Yeah.
kept trying to tell him it's not the original cast. It's like, yes, it is. They're in the pictures. I'm like, because they don't have a cast yet for the new one. Like, it takes place in the Midwest. It's not Dunder Mifflin. It's just the same format. He's like, yes, it is. Like, Steve Carell's already confirmed. And then I found a video of Steve Carell on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, where Stephen said, so there's a reboot of The Office that happens in the Midwest, right? There's a fan theory that since Michael moved to Colorado, he's going to be in the show. And Steve Carell literally says, probably not. And he was like, oh, well then John Krasinski. I'm like, no, he's not. It was a stupid argument.
It's one of the, like, everybody wants the something new with the original cast, but it's one of those things that's like, I feel like if they tried to make it now, it just wouldn't work, and then it would be sad because then there would be the stain on the Office record. Which, to be fair, there's season 9, so there already is a stain on the Office record. But like, at least it was back when the show was coming out, and at least they realized that we should wrap this up. But I don't get the hate on season 8 though. I'm gonna be honest. I think season 8's funny.
I like both seasons.
Season 9 has some of the worst. It has the worst episodes.
Yeah.
Like, there are some episodes that are not funny. They're not good. Like I don't know whose idea it was to have the central storyline be, are Jim and Pam gonna get divorced?
Yeah.
Like, what? That's what you came up with?
I didn't like that.
Vile, like horrid. Like, who wanted that?
I didn't like Andy in season 9, but when he pushed Nelly off the slack line, that was one of my favorite moments in the Office. He's like, "Oops, don't fall." He just pushed her off the slack line and nobody says anything at all.
The new characters in season 9 also suck.
Pete, Plop and
Pete, Plop, and whatever the
Clark.
other one. Clark,
I like Pete.
Plop, and Pete's fine. Because he's better with Aaron than Andy ever was.
Yeah.
Andy and Aaron don't end up together, right? I'm not
She ends up
tripping.
with Pete.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just making sure. Aaron was like my favorite character for some reason. I don't know why. I just like,
I love Aaron.
she was hilarious, and she was like so hilariously dumb, and I just like,
Her and Michael were cool.
yeah. She was like my favorite character, which makes me sad because since I haven't rewatched The Office since 2019 when it got taken off Netflix, but every episode I've watched since then hasn't had Aaron in it,
Yeah.
and I miss Aaron.
I'm going to the Superfan episodes right now, which are so funny.
So I wanna watch an episode with Aaron in it, but I love the one where they're trying to find out if Holly's engaged or not. Yeah, Holly's engaged. And then like they have like the box of yes and no. Oh man, that was good. But yeah, I love Aaron. I also like Ellie Kemper. Her Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt's hilarious. That show is so good. I kind of want to rewatch that too. That used to be on my top 10 TV shows, but then I started watching anime. It was kind of towards the bottom already, so sorry, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. That show's really good. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny.
That's the Netflix one.
Yeah.
I watched it.
It has that one lady in it that's from 30 Rock.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Tina Fey, is it?
I never watched 30 Rock, so I don't know. I don't think. Well, it could be Tina Fey. Because I know who Tina Fey is.
She has blonde hair.
It's not Tina Fey. Unless she dyed her hair.
Unbreakable
Blonde chick from
Kimmy
30 Rock.
Schmidt.
What time is it? 7:45.
Do you have work?
9.
Your sister's Awards Days at 9:30. You could still make it.
That's
to-
tomorrow.
Oh dang! Never mind. Jane Krakowski.
Tina Fey was in the show though.
I knew that she was in the
Mhm.
show. Is that the person from 30 Rock?
Tina Fey or the blonde girl?
The blonde.
I don't know. I never watched 30 Rock.
Okay, so Tina Fey. Oh no, she's in it
They're
too.
both in it. Wait, hold on. Jack McBrayer. I love Jack McBrayer. He's hilarious. He was the voice of Wander from Wander Over Yonder.
Oh.
That was a great cartoon.
Yeah. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt's kind of a
Banger.
underrated show. Nobody. I was surprised it had 4 seasons, and it was all out when I watched it. I didn't know it was coming out. bad, but I'm a big fan of that one. I kind of want to rewatch it. I think I already said that. But there was one bit with a Furby or some other talking doll that like
I hated Furbies, dude.
was just one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a comedy show, and I loved it. But I went on like an Ellie Kemper just span,
Sure.
like a phase for a while. Like I was looking up all her shows, and then I followed her on Instagram, and then my favorite new character in The Office was Erin, and then I bought her book. Her book was really good. I liked that book.
I did not know she had a book.
It's called Squirrel Days, I think.
Squirrel Days, interesting.
My Squirrel Days.
Was she ever a squirrel?
Yeah, she was born as a squirrel.
I thought so.
I like that book. I think I have it here. I wonder if I do or not.
Remember when Idris Elba was in The Office?
I do.
I liked as a bad person in The Office. I like Charles. He's probably my favorite like villain. Even though he wasn't really like there are no villains, but if you categorize villains,
I get
or
where Josh was a villain.
yeah, he but everyone hated Josh. Or I guess I guess a lot of people hated Charles too. As far as Michael's biggest ops, Charles was my
I
favorite.
did love Charles.
Charles is so funny. I am aware of the effect I have on women. It's so funny.
I do like him.
He's funny. It also helps that I love Idris Elba.
Idris Elba is one of those actors that like, even if he's in something I don't like, I'd consider watching it for him.
Yeah. Like that lion movie where him and his daughters had to fight the lion. That movie looked horrible, but I wanted to watch it because it was Idris Elba.
I could have been convinced to see it.
Yeah.
It looked terrible though.
It looked really bad.
Just shoot the lion.
I mean, it was just he fought a lion like 8 different scenes in the trailer. I was like, is the whole movie just 2 hours of you fighting a lion with your bare hands? Come on.
Quick, hand me that gun. I need a weapon.
He just starts like jabbing the lion with
It's
Third. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
movies where people are fighting animals are just so stupid. Unless it's a shark. Like, even then, shark movies are typically stupid, but like,
yeah.
that's the only time that you should have an issue if a group of people are fighting an animal. Like, just shoot it. It's a freaking animal. I don't care about animal rights if that animal's just murdering hordes of people. Like, if this lion is
Also,
on
if
the
it's
loose,
a movie,
like, yeah, it's fake. If this lion's just on the loose, just absolutely killing people, the world could live without one lion. They're not going to go extinct because one lion gets killed. Just kill the lion.
yeah.
And I'm sure they probably don't kill the lion at the end. They probably move it to a nature reserve. Like, once we put it in a new
then it's just
habitat,
all-
it was a very calm lion.
We named him.
He took my child's leg and my right eye, but now he's a very nice lion.
Yeah.
Why do you name it a girl name? It's a guy. I don't know. We forgot.
What'd you name the lion? The Beast.
The man, the myth, the legend. But what's his name? That's his name.
The whole thing? Yep.
The whole thing. Oh, cool.
You want to short, we can call him
Man, myth, legend.
TMTMTL.
This is my line, TMTMTL. Huh.
Hey, TMTMTL.
TMTMTL. TMTMTL. I like it.
I'm naming my son that now. My name is the man, the myth, the legend, Griffin.
You can call me TMTMTL. That's what my dad calls me.
My friends call me Myth.
My wife calls me man, and I call myself legend. That's me. the legend. I need to know, what was that movie called?
I think it was called The Beast.
The Beast movie. It was not called The Beast.
Idris Elba lion movie.
Idris.
Now that Challengers is out, I keep seeing.
Oh, it was called Beast.
It was called Beast.
That was from 2022?
Mm-hmm. Now that Zendaya's in that Challengers movie, there's like this meme I've seen 18,000 times about how every Spider-Man actor plays in a war movie after the fact, after he plays Spider-Man, and every love interest, so the MJs and Gwen, play in a tennis movie after the fact. I'm just like, okay. And it's just, I've seen it 18 times, and like, this trend hasn't stopped.
What's her face and
Which one?
both of them?
Mm-hmm. I'll try to. You can probably find a meme online. I forgot the names of the movies, but
After the sacrifice, Nate drove away with his girls, ending up at the poacher's base where he needed to apply his medical expertise and patch up a wounded Meredith. But Beast threw another twist their way, revealing the singed, singed, scarred lion survived the blast.
nice.
So no one dies. He
It's
survives with his girls, and the
It's
lion
just a story.
survives the explosion. Very cool. Very nice. I kind of want to watch the end of the movie now. Wait, in Beast, the lions rise to fight because they see their rogue counterpart as a threat that might take over their pride and kill them?
We get to see what the lions think.
There's like,
Yes.
the lions have a plot? They're characters?
It's essentially Planet of the Apes, except
With
lions.
One of them walks up to Idris Elba and he's like, "Hey man, this dude right here, the man, the myth, the legend, he will not leave us alone.
TMTMTL.
We need
Get 'em.
to take down TMTMTL. I think we could do this together, man." And then they dap up.
That just reminded me of Parks and Rec. He's like, babe, I just traded all of Finland's military for all of Kenya's lions. It's like, why? Well, militaries are good at protecting countries. Yeah, but so are lions. You don't have to pay them. It's like, I don't know what's going on right now in this game. I mean, these kids are all idiots. I've traded all of Finland's boring stuff for every other country's lions. I definitely have more lions than anybody else. It's like, I don't know if this is a factor in this game, but if it is, I think I'll win. Say the word, Leslie, and I'll sick my army of lions on him.
You'd win.
That's probably my favorite episode of Parks and Rec, just because of when Leslie's all like, Ben like hands her a white flag, and he's like, "Ooh, man, no one wants your dirty underwear. It's not dirty underwear. It's a white flag, and you better start waving it now. The only thing I'll wave is your decapitated mother's head on a stick, or like, is your decapitated head on a stick in front of your weeping mother." And Andy goes, and it's just like, good lord, God, it's so funny. I love that. I want to watch that episode now. Like, you know, if you rearrange the words in Beaker, you could spell Europe. Which is like, it's not true. It's like, well, you have to rearrange them. It's so funny.
Europe spelled backwards, still Europe.
Yeah.
Same for Asia
And America.
and America. Did you know America spelled backwards is still America? Heck yeah. I haven't rewatched an episode of Parks and Rec in forever. It's probably been since 2018.
There's been some times where it's been like on TV and I've watched it, but I don't remember the last time I've gone and watched an episode.
I haven't watched TV since I graduated high school. I think. I haven't sat down and turned on a TV with the thought of like, I'm turning on Dish to watch TV. So,
I need to rewatch Parks and Rec now. Now I'm thinking about Parks and Rec.
I watched, like, back then I was just like a giga fan of The Office. So when me, you, and Andy used to argue about which was better, and Andy was like, Parks and Rec is obviously better. It has Chris Pratt and Nick Offerman. And I'm like, okay, The Office has Steve Carell and John Krasinski. Like, what's your point? I also like Chris Pratt and Nick Offerman, but just because they're in a show doesn't mean it's better.
Ah, the days.
Those were the days. And I like Parks and Rec, but
I love Parks and Rec.
I didn't think it was nearly as funny as The Office, and I didn't think the story was as good, and I also didn't like the ending. So
The story wasn't as good, but I don't know. There's some things in Parks and Rec that I've cried at repeatedly. Not that there's not things in The Office. It's just I don't know which one's funnier. I think The Office is a better story. I didn't mind the ending of Parks and Rec. I was fine with going to the future, except for there was one part that I didn't like, but that was
I still haven't finished Community.
just finish that. It's on Peacock now. It's not on Netflix anymore.
I made it like a couple episodes into the last season, and it was so bad.
Yeah,
I
the
forgot
last
to finish
season's
it.
horrible. Have you gotten? There is one episode in the last season where
I think I've only seen 2 or 3 episodes. So
who's the guy with the glasses and big dude glasses has a weird voice.
I don't know.
I can't remember his name. He gets married. It's a hilarious episode, but that's the only good episode. And the last episode is really good in my opinion. But the last episode and that episode are the only 2 episodes in the last season that are worth watching.
That's one of those shows that like.
Ooh. Speaking of, Donald Glover dropped Anta Vista this weekend.
Dude, I can't.
Or Childish Gambino.
I
should say.
can't begin to express my disappointment. I just. Oh god.
And Childish Gambino.
Yes, dude.
Did you listen to Anta Vista?
Isn't it called Atavista?
Atavi, whatever it is. It's just a re-release of 3:15:20.
Yeah, but
Bigfoot Littlefoot's really good.
I like Human Sacrifice a lot. It's
Yeah.
probably my new favorite Gambino song. But my favorite Gambino song was 1910. And To Be Hunted is a shell of its former self. Like, oh my goodness, he ruined that song. It's not bad. It's still good. It still would probably be top 10. But, like, it was by far my favorite Childish Gambino song. And now it's just, like, a generic pop song. And it's so sad. Like, I don't know what he did to it, but it's so basic now.
Yeah.
Oh man, it made me so sad. And I thought I was alone in that, but then I got on Instagram and like went and read the comments, and I saw a bunch of comments, people complaining about. Yeah, they were like, "Dang, you really took 1910 off just to ruin it." And I was like, "Well, he didn't ruin it. It's still a good song, but like."
And he posted a bunch of pictures from the music video for Bigfoot Littlefoot that came out.
I didn't listen to Bigfoot Littlefoot.
It's like this old timey, like 1920s probably, and he's in like this weird tux with his hair gel and all this stuff. And he posted some pictures from it, and everybody started freaking out in the comments like, "Is Childish Gambino releasing a smooth jazz album?" And everyone was like, "Smooth jazz Gambino?" And it's just, no, he's not doing that. And everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, a smooth jazz Gambino album would be so hype." I don't think he's releasing a smooth jazz album.
It's not gonna happen.
I don't know if I'd mind it or not. I like jazz and I like Gambino, but I just don't think that's what his last album's a soundtrack, so I don't think that's happening. But no more Childish Gambino is kind of sad to think about.
He has that one album. This isn't the album.
That one album, what? Huh?
He has one more album coming
Yeah,
out under
it's a
Childish Gambino.
soundtrack
Yeah.
for a movie Donald is making.
Pipe City.
I can't remember. I looked at the plot of it and it looked really interesting.
Yeah.
But
It'll probably be good.
probably it's Childish.
I should listen to this whole album. I went straight to be Hunted and was just like, oh man. I spent that day recovering. Cause like on my way to
And 3:15:20, the album's not on anything for him anymore. He took it off.
He took it off. On my way to Madison, I like randomly just like want to listen to 1910.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe at least once a week. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta listen to 1910, and then I listened to it several times. And I went to listen to it. And it was like gone, and I was like, because I was going through my old like my February and March 2024 playlist where I like add songs I listened to a bunch, and it was on both of them, and it was it was like blanked out, and I was like, so I texted Jacob about it because he's a big Gambino fan. I was like, you know anything about this? And he said something about how, yeah, I got taken off because he's re-releasing it, and I was like, well, as long as it comes back soon. And then I woke up on Sunday morning or whenever when he released the album, and I was like, saw that he put out Out of Vista, and I was like, oh, let's go. And then I listened to it, and I was just like,
Yeah.
and then it was really funny because Monday night Daniel texted me, he was like, dude, have you listened to To Be Hunted? It's so much better than the original. I was like, no, not even close. He messed that song up.
I wasn't as attached to the original as you were, apparently.
It was my favorite Gambino song.
But it is not as good as the original.
It's freaking gone now.
I still like it the same though. But it wasn't my.
I like the song. I can't sit here and say that like the song's not good because that'd be stupid because it's the same song. It's just so, like the original was so unique and like it felt like jaded and like so abrupt, and this one's literally just like so smooth and poppy, which is like.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think that would make it better because it feels more polished and finished. But one of the things I liked about the song was that it was so, like, in your face and, like, weird. And
You do know that Gambino is going to be in Nashville and Atlanta in September.
he has a show that he's in called Atlanta, so that would make sense.
Yeah. He's touring. It's called the New World Tour. And they're both in September, which is my birthday month, so we'll see.
New World Order? Captain America?
Is that even still a thing? I don't even know what Marvel's doing anymore. I've lost.
I thought when
I've
I
lost
saw
count.
when I saw it was Agatha all along, like name reveal, I was like, they still do stuff? Like, aren't
That's
they
it.
dead?
Did that show just not get canceled?
Dude, I don't know. They must have had it like almost finished, and they were like, "We just gotta put it out." Cause like, there's no way anybody at Marvel thinks that the Agatha TV show is gonna make them money.
I mean, if it's a streaming show, I don't know how streaming shows work. Like, because everyone pays a monthly subscription whether you watch the show or not.
Well, I think they kind of base it off new subscriptions.
Okay.
Like,
Well, then yeah, no one's gonna watch it.
like nobody's getting.
Oh my gosh! I gotta get Disney Plus for the Agatha show, please. No.
If you wanna make money, Marvel, just I know that you like there are actors that probably don't want to act for you anymore, but like just ask one of them to come back and do a show. Make the Daredevil show.
Yeah, you canceled it.
Bum rush the new Spider-Man
No, they
movie.
didn't. That was a rumor. Colton told me they canceled the Daredevil show, and I was like, "Are you sure?" And then I went and looked, and they did not.
It's not going to come out anytime soon.
No, it's not. But Sony is trying to speed run Spider-Man 4 and get it out next year. I'm like, oh my gosh. Look,
That's scary.
I
but-
want it out, but please take your time.
I know I just said bum rush Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
But don't actually. I'm saying like if you want
Yeah.
money, but like they're just like pulling out the most random, obscure garbage that nobody cares about. Just, I mean, I get that they essentially had to do that when they were getting popular by making movies about small superheroes that nobody really knew about. But like, you're using the most boring characters. Agatha was like a throwaway character in WandaVision. Like, nobody cared about her even in the show she was in. Oh.
Hey, X-Men 97. It's incredible.
yet?
No, there's at least one more episode.
I know it's a 9-episode show, or 10-episode show.
It's 10. There's one more left.
I went to watch it, actually, when Andy was here,
Mhm.
and then I saw it was only 9 episodes, and I looked up how many episodes it was, and I was like, oh, it's not fully out yet, so I watched the first episode of Loki instead. I know,
He's finally doing it.
I'm finally doing it. It was really
Loki's
good.
insanely good. Season
Dude.
2 is. I wasn't the biggest fan of season 1. I liked it, but season 2 is freaking incredible.
I need to finish it now. I might watch another episode today. 'Cause
And then-
that first episode was so good.
Dude,
I love Opie.
Yeah,
He was very
he's so
funny.
cool. I almost cried at the end of the last episode of X-Men 97, but I held it together. I was just like, and then episode.
I was gonna watch X-Men 97, but I got turned away at how long the episodes were.
The first
Just
episode.
make them 25 minutes.
Are they all?
Dude, they're all like 40 minutes.
I haven't
long.
even noticed that they were.
35
I haven't even noticed they were long. The first episode's the only one that's slow. The other ones are.
And like episodes being long isn't like a bad thing. You
Yeah.
get more content, but sometimes it's like, come on.
They,
These episodes in the original '97 were like 20 minutes long. Like
the
they don't-
episodes have not felt 40 minutes to me. They have felt like a 20-minute TV show.
I think they're like
Which is good.
they're like high 20, low 30 minute.
Yeah.
So they're not like insanely long. It's just like I wanted to sit down and watch 2 episodes, and then I saw how long they were. I was like, okay, I can't do this. There's something about like animated shows that just should not be, unless it's like a special. Don't make your episodes that long. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. It's probably just a me thing.
It's just a you thing, dude.
But I mean, like when the season opening of a show is essentially 2 episodes long, it doesn't bother me. Like that's what Demon Slayer's done a few times and a bunch of other.
I love X-Men 97.
I need to watch it. But I'm glad that it was that long because I wouldn't have started Loki if it wasn't that long. And now I finally started Loki, and then now I can only finish Loki.
You should have finished Loki. It's really good.
I will.
As I've mentioned. It's insanely good.
Loki season 1 was my favorite Marvel show. My favorite Marvel property outside of, or, you know what I'm saying, not
Yeah. I get it.
outside of No Way Home. Like if I was ranking the shows with the movies, it would be number 2. I still want to get a Sylvie pop and a Loki pop. My favorite thing about Loki is that it's like the only Marvel pops that aren't bobbleheads,
Yeah.
so I can actually buy them.
I want to get every X-Men 97 pop. At least I
went
want
to
to
the-
get Cyclops.
I went to the GameStop in Madison,
Mhm.
and they had a bunch of 97 pops, and then it was all the Goblin Queen.
Yeah, they.
And I was like,
No one's buying the Goblin. Which I think the Goblin Queen's cool. The only reason I think the Goblin Queen is cool in X-Men 97, she plays like a very tiny role, but I think she's cool because she was the villain in a Spider-Man comic arc, and I thought that was cool. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy her pop unless if I get the rest of the X-Men 97 pops, I'll buy it. But I don't plan on that. I just want Cyclops and Wolverine.
that's how I feel about some pops that I see. I'd have to get the cool ones before I get this
That
one. But I haven't seen any pops lately that I want to get.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple that I thought about getting, but then I didn't. One of them I'm a little upset I didn't get it because it was at GameStop and I could have got it for $12 and it's worth like $40 now, but it's kind of like whatever. It wasn't a Demon Slayer pop. There is a new Demon Slayer pop that like just got put on the Funko website that I kind of want to get, but I don't want to spend $20 again, and you know, so we'll see. But I want to get it because it's a Demon Slayer pop. And if I start not getting them when they come out now, I'm just gonna have more that are $90 online that I'll never get. I was really so.
I need to get ready for work.
Okay,
My name's Caleb Griffin.
my name's Caleb Ladd.
You've been Caleb at M's.
I got Caleb AM like crazy, bro.
Join us next week, 6:30 a.m. Central Time,
Yeah,
where we're gonna Caleb AM again.
yeah, we will. Peace.